Hey, everybody. Today, I want to talk to you about lead generation strategies. There are so many different types of lead generation strategies, and it's really important to understand what is the most effective way for you to reach your clientele. And that's going to look different for everybody based on your industry and based on how long you've been in business, and also where your strengths are and where you find pleasure. So that's what we're talking about today. Which lead generation strategies are the most effective? Stick around. You're listening to Marketing Tips with Meliss podcast.
Welcome to Marketing Tips with Meliss podcast. And now your host, Meliss Jakubovic.
So when it comes time to figuring out your lead gen strategy, lead generation, this means you're bringing people into your world. Leads are potential people who could become customers or clients. So you need to have a strategy to generate more leads into your pipeline so you have more and more people in your world to talk to who understand what it is you do, and therefore you will get clients. So I've created a lead generating strategy analysis, and this basically answers the question, is it worth it for me to invest in this strategy? Now, I highly recommend you pick 1 or 2 lead generation strategies maximum while you're starting out. Once you get those going and they're predictable and you get a good lead flow in, you're most likely making more money in your business, and you could then add on other lead generation strategies. Now, if you've been using a lead generation strategy for a minimum of 6 months, tweaking it along the way as you go, and it has not brought you a single person, then it's time to let that strategy go. There are so many different types of lead generation strategies, and the ones I want you to choose will vary slightly based on what you enjoy doing and what you don't enjoy doing, what you can do versus what your team can do, and also what type of business you have. So this analysis is meant to help you decide if the lead generation strategy that you are using is the best one for you. And the parameters that we are using to determine this is this thing that I'm doing, this strategy that I'm using, is it going to produce a high quality lead, which will lead to a strong relationship? Or is it going to produce a low quality lead, which will lead to a weak relationship? So we want to identify if it's a high quality lead that we're going to get and build a strong relationship, or a low quality lead and build a weak relationship. The second parameter is this a long-term commitment? Like, this strategy is going to take me a long time before I see a return on my time investment? Or is it a short-term commitment? Like, it happens immediately. And so if you can map this out and determine, do I want to build high quality leads? Do I want to have strong relationships? Do I want it to take a long time or a short time? That's going to help you determine if this is a good fit for you based on where you are in your business and what your goals are. So I want to give you a few examples. First, I'm going to start with high quality leads. That means you're going to bring in high quality leads. You're going to build a strong relationship with these people, and it doesn't take a lot of time. It's a short-term commitment. The first one is to be featured as a speaker at an event. When you are a speaker at an event, you are already the headliner. Everyone has already spoken about you in their marketing materials. Guess who's coming today? Meliss, guest speaking. And they're hyping you up. So by the time you get there and you're in front of an entire audience and you get to speak, they already know that they're there to learn what you have to offer. Now, if you give a very good presentation, that relationship is going to build very quickly. People in the audience are going to say, some of them are going to raise their hands and they're going to go, wow, I have to work with Meliss. I love her story. I love everything she taught me in this presentation. She's amazing. So being a featured speaker at an event is going to build a strong relationship. It's going to bring you a high quality lead, and it doesn't take a lot of time. Usually a presentation, if you do a guest speaking engagement, whether that's online or a telesummit or even on a stage, doesn't usually take more than an hour. So you can get a high quality lead in 1 hour. Another one is a one-on-one get to know you session. Some people call this a coffee chat. Maybe you do a one-on-one session from a networking event. You meet some of the people there. You go, hey, let's go out to coffee. Let's talk about what we do. We could talk about our business. And you build a relationship really quickly, again, in about an hour. Or you can do it on Zoom. You could also connect with personal referrals. So you already know someone, you've either already worked with them or they're a good friend of yours, or maybe they're in your networking community and they say, hey, I've got this person that I want you to meet. I think she'd be a great fit for your program. So you meet that person. Now you already have that edification because the other person who referred you already spoke very highly of you. So by the time you meet, you've already built that strong relationship. It only happens in 1 hour and you can build a great relationship. There are other ways to do this as well. I'm just going to give you a few here. On the other end, we can say, I want to build that high quality relationship. I want a high quality lead here. I want a strong relationship, but I'm willing to put the time in. It doesn't have to happen in 1 hour. And so if you are going to have a long-term commitment, you can provide valuable content online while you're nurturing prospects. And if you're doing that online successfully, you're probably not going to get a bunch of leads coming through the door in day 1 or even in week 1. But if you can consistently provide valuable content, let's say over the next 90 days, and at the same time, you are nurturing prospects, you're responding to comments and all of the engagement that you're getting, you're talking to people in Messenger, you're going to build a name for yourself, and people are going to learn more and more about you and all the different types of content that you put out. So you are going to nurture people, and that's going to produce high quality leads, people who want to build a strong relationship with you, but it does take a little bit more time. My signature program is now open for applications. Marketing with Intention will teach you everything you need to know to book out your one-on-one calendar and fill your group programs so you can add 10K plus to your monthly revenue. I invite you to apply if you are a female business owner who believes you should be a wealthy, successful woman. You are heart-centered, intuitive, and you aren't afraid of hard work. You love to help women grow, heal, and live freer, more joyful, more abundant lives. This program is for holistic healers, life coaches, mindset coaches, health coaches, nutritionists, intuitive healers, Reiki practitioners, mentors, service providers, or other variations of coaches and healers. Spaces fill up quickly, so visit tinyurl.com/workwithmeliss. There's no A at the end of my name for more information and to apply. See you on the other side. You can also attend weekly networking events. I used to do this and I will continue to do this, but I went to the same networking event for 3 years every single week. And what that did was I got to meet all these people. They got to know about me over time. You know, when you walk into a room with 30 people and you only show up once to a networking event, no one remembers your face, they don't remember your name, they have no idea what you do, and you become old news. But imagine if you come back every single week. You're going to be the one that's there. There might be other people that come and go, but you're going to be there every week. So you're going to see people, you're going to know them. And if anyone else is coming back every week, eventually you're going to build a relationship. You're going to get to know them on a deeper level. So you're going to attract a higher quality lead. You're going to build a stronger relationship. But yes, it takes a little bit more time. Now let's talk about those low quality leads. The low quality leads that build a weak relationship and are done short term, you probably don't want to invest your time and energy in. A few examples are copy and pasting spammy DMs in and sending them out in the messenger. If you have a script that's really spammy and you're just copy paste all day long, that's going to go quick. That's short term. It's going to produce a really low quality lead and you're not going to build a relationship. You're going to have a very weak relationship. You're probably going to get blocked and you may even go to Facebook jail. So I would not recommend that. Another example is buying emails from a third party and adding them to your list. First of all, GDPR regulations say you can't do that. You can only add people onto your list who have specifically said, I want to be there. But it's super short term, right? You buy a list for a couple $1,000, maybe a couple $100. You get thousands of emails. You drop them into your email provider and you send out an email. What are you going to get? You're not going to build a relationship, so you have weak relationships and you're going to get a really low quality lead. So you want to make sure that you're not being spammy. You want to be a real person and show the real sides of you. So I highly don't recommend those. And then we have the actions, those lead generation strategies that still produce low quality leads, leading to a weak relationship, and they take a really long time. For example, if you're going to be out of alignment for a really long time, So that means maybe you are offering a program that you don't really stand behind. You don't really think it's a great program, but you keep putting it out there into the world. That takes a lot of time and energy. That's a long-term commitment. But because you're out of alignment, you're going to attract people who are out of alignment as well. You're going to build weak relationships. You're going to have a low quality lead. Same goes for serving the wrong target market. If you don't know which target market you need to serve and you're selling your services to the wrong target market, or you're selling the right services to the right market, but you don't know how to talk to that target market in the way that they need to hear it, that's going to be a very difficult mistake that's going to take a lot of time. So we learn about these mistakes from experience. I want you to save yourself the hassle, the time, the struggle, and the money by not focusing on a long-term commitment that serves the wrong people. Also, if you change up your strategy often, I started this episode saying, stick to this strategy that you choose for 6 months. Yes, you want to tweak it along the way and get it better. You want to learn from your mistakes. You always want to know how to improve. But if you're changing your strategy every 2 weeks, you're not there long enough to experience the amazing results, to reap the benefits. And so it takes a long-term commitment to change your strategy every 2 weeks, to find new strategies, to implement them, to try your hardest. You're spinning your wheels, you're burning yourself out, and nobody knows what you're doing. They're super confused. So you're going to bring in a low-quality lead and you're going to build weak relationships. I want you to focus on 1 or 2 lead generation strategies, and I want you to think about, is this truly worth my time to invest in this strategy? What do I want to get out of this? And when you've decided what you want to get out of this and how much time you want to put into it, you're going to know which lead generation strategy is the best one for you to start with. I hope this helps, and I'll talk to you soon.
Thanks for listening to the Marketing Tips with Meliss podcast at www.marketingtipswithmeliss.com.
Oh wait, before you go, I've got a super special invitation for you, so listen up. Join thousands of spiritual women, entrepreneurs, coaches, healers, and business owners in a cozy community to learn effective and aligned strategies to grow and scale your business through organic marketing and so much more. And for a limited time, when you join my free community, you will also get a free copy of my book, Abundance of Aligned Clients and Consistent Income. Join the Spiritual Women Entrepreneurs community at spiritualwomenentrepreneurs.com to claim all your free gifts. See you on the inside.